Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and the review, thanks to Ben this one who sent me this, it's a film I had reviewed a while ago, but I don't know if I must have taken it down because I had footage and I just forgot all about it. But thanks once again to Ben this one, he sent me The King of the Kickboxers, which I don't think is on DVD in the US. Of course, it stars Loren Avedon, who I remember most from No Retreat, No Surrender 2, which I have. I have that one. I enjoy that one. Also has Billy Blames, Mr. Tybo himself. And it's directed by a guy named Lucas Lowe, who I think he had done No Retreat, No Surrender 3. I haven't seen that one, but I haven't heard good things. But The King of the Kickboxers, pretty much the story is Loren Avedon's character when he's younger. In a way, it's a lot like the story to Kickboxer with Van Damme, where instead of Kickboxer, Van Damme, his brother is hurt. He gets trained by an old man near some ancient temples and has a one-on-one fight at the end with the main bad guy. Here, his brother is killed, and he gets trained by an old man near some temples and then has a one-on-one fight with the bad guy. But, I mean, there's still some differences, but I will admit I like Kickboxer with Van Damme a lot more. A lot more. But, like I was saying, his character, his brother wins the championship. Again, kind of like Kickboxer, his brother won the championship. But Billy Blaine's character says, you know, you're not supposed to win, this and that. Kills Loren Avedon's brother and knocks out Loren Avedon. This is when he's younger, so I'm not sure what actor was playing him. But I think he's like 14 years old at the time. So he doesn't stand a chance, gets knocked out. It's many years later, about 10 years later, and he's now a cop. Pretty cocky cop, too. I mean, really crazy cop. I mean, he doesn't carry a weapon. He shows his badge and a wire to these bad guys, just like an undercover thing. He told his backup the wrong place where he's going to be because he's going to take care of these guys himself. He like takes this thing and burns the guy's face. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this character? This cop is insane. This cop is psycho. What the fuck is up with that? So, like, what is up with that character? Like, very cocky, almost unlikable character. But I like the idea behind the film where his boss, played by actually Richard Jekyll. Richard Jekyll's been in a lot of films like Grizzly. I think he was in the film called The Dark. Been a lot of sort of lower budgeted horror films among other stuff. I think he was in The Green Slime. I believe so. I can't remember now. He plays the captain. And gives him this job of where there's these guys in Thailand who are doing these snuff films. What they do is they get these fighters. And these fighters think that they're doing a movie. But then they find out they're not doing a movie. They're actually shooting their own death scenes. And Billy Blaines comes in and kills them on screen. And then they sell the footage. I like that idea. I thought that's sort of a... makes you really hate the bad guys. And I thought it was a really interesting idea. I could see that working if they do it in a film of today. Like, I thought that's an interesting idea that the bad guys, they get fires and you think it's a film and then they kill them and they sell them off, you know, and they're working in Thailand and, you know, countries overseas. You know, it's kind of like if it was Hostile, but you had some martial arts, which I think would be better, in my opinion. Be very interesting. I would like to see that worked into a movie again with martial arts and stuff like that. Yeah, Michael Jai White or someone starring as the hero. But anyway, and he goes on because he finds out that this guy is the same guy who killed his brother. He gets there, he has his fight in this ring, kicks some guy's ass, and this ring's like outside. And he saves this girl who's about to be attacked, was going to be raped by Billy Blaines, but she ran away, and this guy's Loren Avedon saves her. They fall in love. Basically, then this guy talks to Loren Avedon and says there's a guy you can talk to who almost beat Billy Blaines. goes off, meets up with him, starts being trained, you know, near some ancient temples, and then you get to the final fight. But I will say there are problems with this film. The acting is not really that good. I'll be right off the bat. I like Loren Avedon. I really do. Loren Avedon, he's a guy. I really like No Retreat, No Surrender 2. Uh, these are really the only two films I've seen him in. Kickboxers and No Retreat, No Surrender 2 and 4. I understand those are his two best ones. And it's sad that he didn't really get to go on to do more stuff. I know he's in like the circuit, but he doesn't get to do any fights. He has like a small part. Doesn't get to do much in the circuit. Uh, And he's still he's a very talented martial artist. And I saw a video recently, well not recently, this was months ago, and it looks like he's still in great shape, still very fast, very fluid. And I would like to see this guy get back into like a big movie. That's why it would have been nice to see him in the Expendables or Expendables 2 or something like that. I mean, this guy, he's a real deal. I think he could do it. It'd be great. And he's a talented martial artist. Acting wise, I don't know if he was told to act this way. Like, I know there's an interview where he talks about how there's a time where he's on the phone, he's talking to his captain, and he sees sees Billy Blanks on the video, you know, the snuff film, and he's like, okay. And the captain tried to take him off. He's like, no, I'm going to do it. He puts down the phone, and he does one of these things, like, he puts down the phone, nothing for a minute, and literally it holds his hand, he holds his head like this, like, ah! Just out of the blue, he's like, puts down the phone. Ah! I'm like, what the fuck was that? But even Loren Avedon in the interview was saying, you know, he didn't like that, but the director told him to do it, so he did it. So I'm guessing that's what it was. The director told him to do this stuff. But it was just like, ah! I can't do it without laughing. Ah! If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. And like there's certain moments where like it's very hammy acting, it's very over the top acting, and Billy Blanks as well. Actually, from what I heard, Capcom actually looked at this movie. You know the character DJ in the Street Fighter video games? I've heard that Capcom actually, they have said that Billy Blanks' character was the inspiration for that character of DJ and the Street Fighter video game. And you could definitely tell that's DJ from the, you know. So they took Billy Blanks' character in this film and they made him into a character in that Street Fighter video game. Yes, the same one that Miguel Inez Jr. played in the Van Damme's movie, but Billy Blanks was better. Yeah, it's like, that's a DJ right there. But, you know, Billy Blanks is definitely a great imposing figure, and he made a good bad guy. Just the acting from both is very over the top and very hammy. But I will admit, when Loren Avedon got into Thailand, I thought the acting was a bit better. When he's not so big, or he's like staring like, well, actually that's not the way he's like, or I can't do it. I can't do it right on camera. But he's doing this thing and it's like almost like he's going to take a crap. He has that look on his face. And I don't know if it's the director that told him to do that. Because I thought he, you know, I thought No Retreat, No Surrender 2, I liked him in it. Here, he's a talented martial artist. Some moments when he's like low-key, it's fine. Like, especially in Thailand. But certain moments it's like the scenes where he's talking with Richard Jekyll, or he's in America, or stuff. He's like very big, very big. I don't know what it is, but I still like Loren Avedon. I still like him, and um, I'll say he's a very talented martial artist, and Billy Blanks is as well. So they got that going for it. And again, I like the idea of the snuff film type of thing. So he wants to get in with these film producers, but he gets trained by this guy. I like the training stuff. I like the guy who played Prane, which I think was Keith Cook. I believe is the actor's name, Keith Cook. I believe that's him. I believe that's the name. I liked him. I thought he did a good job. Uh, they had fun back and forth. Like, there's this thing where he ties Loren Avedon's legs and arms, and he's like, bondage, didn't know you were into that. Hey, this is funny, you know. Basically, he splits his legs and his arms up there and leaves them there for, like, hours and hours. There's a scene where, like, Billy Blanks has a special move where he'll kick you. Like, like, really good martial arts. Does his splits and goes against your head, and then jumps and, like, kicks you in the chest, and then turns around and really kicks you in the face, and he's got blocks. So you use like these trees that come down to try to block and take the tree trunk and throw it to the ground. Or like he's on these rafts and he's got to stay together, otherwise he'll fall in the water. He has some fun back and forth between them. Like, you know, the guy says, I'm listening to a fucking drunk. And he's like, you worthless piece of shit American. I heard that. I wanted you to. I thought that was fun. Or he's like, hey, your lesson's over. I'm not finished yet. You always argue. I let up and still you give me shit. Into the water with your sorry ass. So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty fun. I thought their back and forth had some fun to it. And you just say the training is cheesy, but I had fun with it. You know, even in that way, it was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining stuff, I gotta admit. It was very entertaining stuff. It was a lot of fun. And the final fight, which I didn't like the idea, though. Like, he gets in the final fight, and he knows what it's about, but he's got to act like he doesn't know. But then you find out Billy Blanks actually has his girl, brought his girl there, and then his teacher, I think the character's name was Prane, Keith Cook, he's been killed. And I'm like, I don't know if you needed to kill him. I mean, first off, like, how did he die? Like, he taught Loren Avedon, so how did he die? And, you know, was he shot? Was he stabbed? Like, did Billy Blanks kill him? What's the deal? I don't know. And I don't think you needed to kill the character, but whatever. That's what they did. But I will say the last fight between Loren Avedon and Billy Blanks was really great. Definitely my favorite part of the movie. Just well choreographed. Apparently they took like 2 weeks or so to shoot it. Very well choreographed. Definitely the best scene in the movie. I will flat out say the fight scene at the end of this film is miles better than the fight scene in Expendables 2 between Stallone and Van Damme. And I'm not taking that bad. That's how I honestly feel. You see the fight scene of this, even if, oh, the acting's over the top, there's still a good bit of adrenaline there, wonderful choreography. I like the score to this. I'm not a big fan of the song at the end, but I like the score, like, I'm doing a shitty job. I like the score to that. I really enjoy that score. I thought it really fit the action, the fight scenes, and it's a really well done fight scene. He's a really good martial artist. I like that fight scene at the end. It's like, you know, he's getting his butt kicked, but when he's finally getting back to Billy Blanks and the music's rising, is really get your adrenaline pumping and wonderful choreography, and you see the both of them actually doing it. Nice wide shots, kicks, punches. Really well done. I really like the fight scene at the end. It's a worthy fight scene, you know, for the end of your movie. I had fun with this movie. If you like, I guess if you like cheesy kung fu movies or you like martial arts films, it's worth a watch at least. I enjoy the film. I had fun. It's a shame Loren Avedon didn't get to do too much. But either way, I enjoy the film. I like the film. So, granted, acting's kind of hammy at points, or very like sort of acting. At the same time, I had some fun with it. You know, I had some cheesy fun with this film, King of the Kickboxers. So if you like those kind of martial arts films, it's worth a look. So either way, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you later.